I mean, they're not necessarily supposed to, but in these last few years in particular, and since the financial crisis, this explosion of money creation has been really headed by the Fed with no limitations. You talk about, Robert, that there are limitations put upon people in terms of how they can potentially behave, or what they can do, or whatever that is. There are no limitations put upon the Fed, and as such, I would. They are basically sort of. They are a criminal organization because they're not involved in the creation of anything real. And as a result, it hurts people who are in that actual real world. And this is something that I don't see changing because there's no beatback. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell, right? Apparently his wealth has gone from $25 million to $60 million in just the last 2 years. Now you sit back and you're like, okay, fine, Powell, awesome, great for you. But how did he do that? Well, basically, he's at the head of the organization that can actually create its own wealth out of nowhere. So when the Federal Reserve has a policy of creating money, it basically gets inhaled by Wall Street. It gets borrowed against. Debt accumulates. The financial markets do rise, but it's all basically predicated on this paper creation. And then Powell is in this position where he can create the money that allows him to become rich without actually doing anything but creating the money, right? So it's this complete circle whereby Powell gets rich, and he's invested in the same companies that he's basically providing free money to. It's a brilliant gig. I mean, if you think about it, I'm sure you work way harder, Robert, to make your money than Powell is doing right now by just putting some policy in place that he has 100% power to be able to do.